I'd love for you to talk a little bit more about the broken caregiving system and the ways in which you think both the public and the private sector need to start thinking very, very quickly around solutions to move the needle forward, and some of the strategies and tactics that you've been talking about and proposing that we need to really focus on as a nation, but also thinking more broadly around the world.
So yeah, let's take it in two pieces. So the private sector, what can private sector leaders do? So first of all, I think we have this myth in the United States that a lot of women have paid family medical leave. No, in fact, it's less than 30% of women have paid family medical leave. So when a woman gives birth, can you imagine having a C-section and having literally some jobs, no days off? So you cobble together a few vacation days. You've had a C-section, and we know it's good for you to breastfeed your baby. It's the best thing you can do. And yet you have to go back to work. That makes zero sense. So the private sector can make sure we have good paid family medical leave policies. And when I say family medical leave policies, I don't mean just the woman. I mean the man too. In Sweden, the men for over 30 years have had, the whole society has had paid family medical leave. You talk to men in Sweden, they say, of course I take my time off. I care about my child. I want to get close to him or her. And guess what? If a dad takes time off at the beginning, he participates in rearing the child all the way through their life far more. So good paid family medical leave, flexible work hours, breastfeeding rooms for women when they come back to the workforce. In the government sector, again, making sure we have paid family medical leave policy. And what we're seeing with the stimulus packages right now is they are doing some paid sick days. They're looking at these childcare days. We need to move more money into the childcare sector because that sector has been devastated by COVID-19. So we need to also make sure that 800,000 elderly people who are on the Medicaid roll get pulled off and can actually go into quality elder care homes. So those are a lot of the issues we need to look at in the public sector piece of this.
So obviously, this is a problem that needs to be addressed holistically across the public and private sector. We know these issues exist. We know that there's potential policies that can catalyze an important change. What do you think are some of the biggest hurdles in actually moving this forward? What's some of the resistance that you're hearing in terms of the why we can't or shouldn't or aren't doing this, in spite of the urgent critical need to really address these right now?
Well, I think it would help. I know it helps when you have more women in leadership positions because they know what this burden looks like. There are lovely pieces of it we want to do. We care for the young, we care for the elderly, but there are also hard parts of it. And when you have more female leaders in Congress, in the Senate, in state houses, very good policies get passed. There are some fantastic policies now in about 8 different states. And there was lots of good, robust discussion around those, but it takes women, quite frankly, and enlightened men pushing these issues forward, or we won't say it's important for our society.